What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Scenario, your new favorite podcast. I love saying that. Where we take your hypotheticals, your scenarios, your what-ifs, your marry, fuck, kills, any question. You can ask us our social security numbers, and we'll give it to you. And you make the fucking questions up, and you send it to the Instagram, and we answer that. I'm one of your hosts, Brendan Sagalow, being joined with me, as always.
You really think you nailed that, huh?
I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I was like, oh, fuck, man. I gotta do this. The minute I sat in the chair and Nicole was like, yeah, we're all in the right places, I was like, fuck.
I'm in control of something.
I'm in control of this.
Yeah, can't just lay back and be a snipe. Mike Cannon.
And I'm Mike Feeney. And yeah, you've been in that chair for 25 minutes.
I know, dude. I fucking...
You had the most opportunity to get comfortable.
Yeah. I made the mistake of watching a 3-hour movie last night, and now I'm all fucking...
What movie?
I watched The Hateful Eight.
Okay. Now, why?
Which would have been a good name for this podcast, The Hateful Three.
But when did you watch it? Like at 2 a.m.?
I started at 11.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't too bad, but then I was like, up.
2. That's when it was over.
Yeah. And I wasn't too bad. Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Whoa.
Why not? So if you got questions for us, please just send it to the Instagram and
Go to here'sthescenario.com for all that
Yes.
information. Get the pod on iTunes, YouTube, you name it. See the Patreon.
Patreon.
All
is
of that
huge.
information is listed in the body description of the latest episode.
Patreon
Yes.
is so hot right now.
It's so hot. We're putting up
Freaking
tons of
hot.
shit. I put up songs. Mike's got the Mike Takes Edibles, which I'm so excited to see this next one. I was talking to Nicole about it yesterday. And
There's a little tutorial in the middle of it. A little Brendan gets some solo time with the camera.
yes, exactly. I decided to take over Mike's web series and in the middle of it make my own web series.
That somehow still lives on my web series.
Yeah, so we got tons of fucking shit and just check it out, man. It helps us and it helps you have fun with your life.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get
You really
I'm
are
not having
an uncomfortable promotional man.
and I'm trying to get better at it,
Mm-hmm.
but it is hard, I would say, because I just want to lay in the cut and be a snipe. I just want to lay in the cut and go.
Yeah. I feel like if
come
we
right
were
by your
doing the
face.
podcast, you would literally just come in with pew and then get quiet again. You would actually add
I missed.
jokes.
That's why I'm glad
Yeah,
Feeney
it's a
decided.
ricochet.
I'm glad you decided on the same tactic because I wanted to see what followed the patoon.
But it's so funny to just let me sit in it.
That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You just gave us credit.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're all funny.
But
this
tonally
podcast
sounded
is
like
great.
you were disagreeing.
Also, reach out to us and tell us how you feel about the podcast, and leave a review on iTunes
5
because
stars.
that fucking helps, man.
Yeah.
And see us live. We're all going on tour. We're all
we have a
we're
lot-
all we got
We have a
got
lot
road
to
stuff.
ask of you.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's why it bothers me so much because I'm like, not only am I holding just a cup, being like, more, please, more. I have 16 cups going. Can you fill up all of these? And
By the way, I'll
Every
be
day.
thirsty later.
yeah, every day. Can you just keep filling these cups up? So our first question comes from. We got 3 from Muthani.
Oh.
Who is the best artist out? Well, he said Mike C. surprised us with great singing in the last episode.
Thank you.
Who is the best artist out there, not comedy? Best artist out there. That's
Like
not,
full spectrum artist.
I guess so, yeah. Any kind of art.
Jamie Foxx.
You think so?
He's one of them for sure. Yeah, it's like him and Donald Glover kind of for the Swiss Army knife of talents. Maybe Mateo.
Mateo
You know,
Lane,
like
yeah.
Mateo
Mateo
probably
Lane
has
is-
more to offer
Yeah.
than any other human being. It's a failure of every major, like of Comedy Central, of Netflix, of whoever, that he doesn't have 10 million followers and like everybody knows who he is. He can sing,
Yeah.
fucking draw, comedy, act, you name it. The guy can
Yeah.
literally do anything. And they're like, we don't know what to do with him.
Yeah, we don't know. And he's not even straight, so you can do things with him.
Yeah.
Okay, and no one's gonna be mad at you. Mateo Lane should be selling out the Roman Coliseum.
And cooking the spaghetti for everyone.
He's a good cook, too.
He's unbelievable.
Great cook, huge cock.
I bet.
I bet. Oh my God. Yeah, Jamie Foxx is a good answer. I was actually going to talk to you about this on the train ride, and I just completely forgot. But I watched this interview with Jamie Foxx where he was talking about doing Django. And when he was first doing it, he was like kind of playing it cool, you know, and like playing it very like, yo, you know, whatever. He's like kind of tiptoeing around being like playing it cool black. And then he was like,
why would he tiptoe around that?
Well, because.
Oh, man.
Well, because.
I would love to get a quick isolation shot of Brendan's halt hand towards Mike.
Let me finish.
Yeah. He goes,
Oh, you were going to answer
I
that
wasn't
question?
halting. I was going, well, because.
No, you went full five-finger stop.
That was
Well,
stopping the name
this
of the
just says
name
hi.
of
This
love.
says I love you.
Before you break my heart?
But also, you weren't going to answer that question.
Yes, I was.
You were going to answer why he was tiptoeing around saying he was going to
black.
be cool black, even though
Yeah.
he's black?
Yeah, would you
So,
like
finish?
Would you like me to finish?
Yeah.
Or would you just like to keep going? I'm in a hilarious mood where I kind of like just poking Mike a little bit.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And,
That always
and it's
goes
getting
well.
he's
That
getting
always
yeah
goes
that
well.
vein.
Especially when I have a coffee headache and my nose hurts. That's the perfect time to do it.
your vein
Temperature
is
in my body
your
is
vein is
107.
popping out. It's gonna start whispering in your ear. Just kill him.
Yeah,
kill
that's past. I ignore that every day.
Well, he said that Quentin Tarantino came into his trailer and was like, "I knew this was gonna happen when I hired you." And Quentin, like the way he's describing it, I was like, "Is Quentin like being like super racist? Is he being like?" I knew this was gonna happen when I hired a cool guy. He's like, stop playing it cool, stop playing it like that. And Jamie Foxx was like, I was just playing it like a black guy. Something. You gotta watch the video. Can we throw it up? Let's throw it up.
Now I have a question for Feeney and Nicole. If you'd like to chime in, you're certainly.
Did that answer the
answer
question?
my question?
I don't know, in no way. And also, is Quentin Tarantino racist thing is like maybe one of the worst takes out there because he literally has cast more like black people as leads than like
I don't think
any.
he's racist. I just think
You
it
just
was
said is Quentin
I think-
Tarantino.
He was
Race.
relaying
I
what
think
Jamie Foxx.
well,
were
Jamie.
you?
I was, but Jamie.
No, you actually editorialized the situation.
I
Yeah.
just thought in my head, I was like, this doesn't sound good.
But,
it's like
that
when
is a long discussed topic as well, so it's not necessarily the worst take because
It's not
some
even a
people,
hot take.
Some
It's-
people think
I don't think it's
no,
a
no,
hot
it's a
been
tired
sitting in the
take.
microwave
I don't think
for a
it's a
day and
hot
half.
take.
It's tired.
It's a hard.
but it's also a
overcooked.
wrong one because again, it's
Why are
like
you so mad?
the amount.
Yeah.
Well, because
and also
so
cutting me
mad.
off.
the amount of people who have casted, like, you know, like between
cast.
Samuel L. Jackson and also in
Aw.
Jackie Brown as well. Like,
Oh, he casted Samuel L. Jackson. He's not racist at all.
Right.
well, a female black lead in
No,
his
white
early
people
movie.
never
Oh.
hire black people
Yeah.
to be under them.
What did he hire them for? Then? What did he hire them?
Hey, please read the N word that I wrote 4,000 times
Yeah,
in this
let me
script.
say it to
puppet.
you.
For? Yeah.
I control you. I'm word perfect, so I need you to. Quentin is my owner.
Yeah.
Read that, please.
Yeah.
Slowly.
I wrote it in the script.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it, but
You
I'll save
gotta
it for my
say it.
personal stash.
I'm just saying.
Feeney is Quentin Tarantino's
He's
biggest fan,
dude.
I've never
He's
seen anything
I'm
like
not.
this.
He's
I'm
gonna
not. I
send
was
the-
initially I was going to defend him, and then I saw how you guys were like, "Let's try and make Feeney mad by making it," but it's not. And anyway, so now I'm just like, "Oh, now I'll just go with it
no,
too." Sure, he's a racist.
Of
Quentin
course.
Tarantino's the biggest
We're
piece of
all
shit. Yeah.
winning.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like the root of all.
Don't you see that
all of
none
our
of us have
arguments.
opinions? It's all just based on the first person's opinion.
Yeah,
None of us know what we think or feel. It's if you say it, I got the opposite,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
I want to see the pain in your eyes when I
Yeah.
say the thing
And
that
we
you
got
don't
it.
agree
And
with.
we
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. And to me, I'm
I
just
mean,
like,
no,
it's wrong.
don't you mean
but I
it
don't,
is wrong. We
it's
fucking-
wrong, but I also am not. I don't care enough to defend it.
We
I don't
gotta-
emotionally care enough to defend it. But when Brendan comes in with his tired, boring,
Nah.
old takes, I can't help
Nope.
but get a little angry.
Nope. Feeney was an underfed fish in a man-made pond, and we had a night crawler on our hook, and he fucking got it hooked right in his lower lip, and he came on up, and we threw him back in.
What was
We
the
loved
question?
The question was who's the best artist, but I still want to. I want to mention one more thing about Quentin Tarantino because there was another thing
problematic.
that I was like, this guy's fucking weird. Where when he was doing
Editorial coming in. Here
when he
we
was
go.
doing Joe Rogan's podcast and they
Uh-huh.
talked about Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
He said big fan.
Well, they're yes, actually, but they're like friends and all that. And he was saying,
Still?
well, I don't know. This is
What?
This is So he was
This
talking
is the
about him.
misinformation podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brendan
yeah. He was
just
with
summarizes
Brendan
poorly
T.
other
Feeney.
conversation.
I'm your name now. Well, I was just
Soon
saying
enough.
he was like saying when the whole thing happened, and Joe was like, "Did you say anything to Harvey Weinstein?" And I thought he was gonna go, "Yeah, I told him like you can't be touching and raping women." But what he said was, "Harvey, you gotta fucking stop. Like, this is getting out there. You're gonna ruin everything." And I was like, "What?" He said the words, "You're gonna ruin everything." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
That's fucking
well,
crazy.
because it was like he bankrolled all of his movies.
Everyone.
I know, but
So it's like,
Yeah.
shouldn't it be, "Hey, don't rape," not, "You're gonna ruin our whole thing"? You know,
well, their thing.
what is he, Walter White?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think Harvey Weinstein's probably the closest to Walter White of celebrities, except he wasn't even doing it
If
for
I
a good
stop
reason.
raping, a company that could be listed on the NASDAQ
Yeah.
disappears.
Someone gets raped, and you think that of me?
Yeah.
I'm the one who
rapes, who
Foxx.
who forces? Okay,
I still don't know though who the answer is for best artist.
best artist. There probably some fucking underground who knows in Vermont.
I'm thinking I'm going with just acting because I mean you can't bring like modern art into this. I
Maybe
don't know.
Foxx is
you
a
know?
I
good
mean, then
answer.
Kanye is kind of a good answer.
Kanye is a
Kanye
good
would be
answer.
an answer. I guess Daniel Day-Lewis is in that
Lewis.
No,
thing.
he can do one thing. and
He's
it's
good at
be-
acting.
It's pretending. Not impressed.
Yeah,
Not impressed.
yeah.
Let me see you paint with your foot.
How
Which
about
he did in My Left Foot
No.
and won an Oscar
Donald
for.
Trump?
He actually, that's the one thing he did perfectly, actually.
Right.
He won an Oscar for being so good at painting with his foot.
All right, so Daniel Day-Lewis, it is.
No, but he had a body double. He had a foot double.
Okay,
That
here we
foot was
go.
gross.
I never saw My Left Foot, and
Okay.
I still can't see both feet.
Was that a Foley
I
impression?
think that's well, it was a fat joke, so yes.
Oh,
Coming at you.
shots fired.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Podcast wars.
Anyway.
The original trash heap is challenging Are You Garbage?
yeah. I remember when Foley, when we did Garbage Days, me and Scott, reunion episode coming up on the Patreon
Oh.
later next week. Foley texted me before they started their podcast and went, "Hey, do you mind if we call it Are You Garbage? Because you guys are Garbage Days." And I went, "Nah, call it that. I don't give a shit." And to this day, I regret that.
What, that you guys didn't come up with a game called Garbage Days?
Yeah, no,
You
that
guys
the
just
whole
instead
podcast was
embodied
awful.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, here's
The
another
whole
one.
podcast was awful.
Can't wait for the reunion.
The reunion's fun. Also bad.
It's like talking about a canceled TV pilot.
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like reunion episode coming
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, we are the Growing Pains movie.
Yeah. Remember that show you didn't
Podcast.
listen to? It's back.
Not that no one listened to it, of course.
Was there enough people to listen to it to continue it?
Same could be said about Irish.
Yeah.
I would actually say no.
Fuck you,
to that.
Feeney.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
dare you? It's us against you today.
It's me against my own self.
Yeah, it's me against every single person in this room. Okay, here's another one from Muthani. How would you dress different if you were rich? Second part of the question, what makes a stranger look rich on the street to you? That is a great question. I think we all know how I would dress if I was rich. The chains that I wear would not be $20.
That's
off
it?
Amazon. No, I'd wear fucking big chains. I'd have one that's like a pendant that
No, you wouldn't. Would you?
I don't know. Maybe. I love diamond necklaces, dude. I want to look fucking like Rick Ross. I want to look like the Pose, dude.
That would be funny if you just spent all your money on jewelry and still had to wear Marshall's clothes.
Yeah. I'm wearing $7 white New Balances.
Disintegrating shirt, and you're like, but you have a $30,000 chain on.
Yeah, my whole thing is if I was rich, you would see it, and that's probably not the way to go. You know what I mean?
No, it's terrible. But anytime I see someone in a 3-piece suit, I'm like, oh, this guy's got money. 3-piece is an elevation.
Yeah, and it's like fit, like it's
Yeah.
tailored and everything.
Yeah, tailored clothes is just the instant. Oh, okay, this person has enough money to get everything specialized.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
can get anything tailored, right?
Yeah, but even like, so the suit is fine, obviously, but any Nimrod right out of college could own a fucking suit they got for their bar mitzvah. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta have a certain tan, sunglasses, hairstyle. Like this.
Hair's got to be perfect.
Nobody with a skin fade, unless you're in the NBA or a professional athlete, is really doing well. Everybody, you almost have the adult cut where it's like snipped on the sides and everything is perfectly coiffed.
Yeah.
And it looks like you just grew into a perfect cut, but you just got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the amount of money, not you, but that's the amount of money. You have a little too much growing over your ears, but that's the amount of
I tried to
money.
get a haircut
You
yesterday.
tried to get a haircut, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the worst, isn't it?
I showed up for an appointment and they told me that I was a week early. For
Really?
next Tuesday.
Oh
They
my
made it
God.
Instead, by accident.
Oh, that sucks.
And there I was like, all right, then I'll just get anybody to cut my hair. And they go, we are packed we have no openings the entire day.
Oh my God, where do you go?
I go to this hair salon in Astoria.
Maybe I'll start going to a hair salon because I just go to a barber and they're like, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to have somebody that knows how to fluff up the right spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, build the illusion of whatever's happening over there.
They can't be thinning angles right in the middle patch.
You laugh until it happens to you.
Dude,
okay?
last night or yesterday, I had
What?
an emergency haircut because when I grow in, it just is a dusty mess.
Uh-huh.
And so I went to a barber that I never had before, and he's like a cool looking black dude, dressed young, whatever. And he was just jousting my head and like hitting me and fucking after a while, I go, stop hurting me. And he was like, what? And I'm like, you're being insanely rough. Like, I know you feel this, dude. I know it's 6 o'clock. It's the end of the day, whatever, but you're fucking poking me with a thing and it's fucking hurting me. And he goes, my apologies. I was like, knock $10 off.
Yeah.
He did.
And he did?
And he did. Yeah.
Wow.
I said, you fucking hit me in the head.
It'd be so funny if you got up to go to the bathroom and it just says like homo on the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
like,
I've the
written-
certified lover boy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just as the N
It
word
wouldn't.
back there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
See, that's how I would be if I would dress like Drake. I would it would be bad, I think.
Mm.
Or good. I don't know. I mean, Drake had that like $1 million outfit on and
What $1 million outfit?
he had $1 million like everything on him cost
I
$1 million.
understand what $1 million outfit means, but
Then
I just,
why
It was
are
kind
you
of all
asking a
inclusive
question?
of it. But where was it? When was it?
Look it up. Look it up. There's
Oh,
a
wow.
thing
How
about
long
it.
ago was that? This week?
Last year. It was like last
A
year
year
at
ago.
some point. Yeah, Drake flexes his $1 million outfit on how much is your outfit?
He's wearing a turtleneck.
He's wearing a turtleneck
And
a
with
chain, a tweed blazer, like he's going
Yeah.
horse hunting.
yeah.
He's got to
That's
spend
how I
a
would-
few $100,000
that's how I
on
would
jewelry
dress.
because the clothes, like at most, that jacket could be like $2,000.
Yeah.
I'm sure at most it could be a
It-
lot. But,
yeah. I mean, I've seen some shit that.
but I thought he'd just be like covered in a
What
crystal.
have you seen?
If you've seen
I've
nothing,
seen
and
some
admit it.
shit.
I've seen some shit,
Yeah.
man. I've been to stores. I've been to stores.
It's
Oh, not
Syosset.
Yeah.
Not even $1 million. $979.
Oh,
What a fucking
wow.
phony.
Embarrassing.
He's just got to put on like $20,000 more worth of shit.
He's got a 30K cock ring.
Yeah. So that's how I would dress. How would you dress? How would you look to look rich?
I mean, I don't know, man. If I were rich or to look rich, because obviously,
If you were rich, how would you?
I think I'd be like, I'd probably dress very similarly, except have more T-shirts.
Yeah.
Like I'd have more exclusive type T-shirts. That would be it, dude. It's like I just know. I've been thinking about it a lot because the only thing I would really pour money into if I have an influx of rich funds, like rich, I would get a house, I'd get all
Yeah.
this stuff for my family. It's all function. It has nothing to do with what I drape on my bodice.
Yeah,
It's
of
like
course.
I'd probably wear this shirt. I'd get rid of it quicker so it would never get hard in the pits. And then I'd just get, new vintage shit all
Hard
the
in
time.
the pits.
Hard in the pits was a whole new description of
Yeah.
what goes on.
Yeah.
Have you never sweat that much in a t-shirt that's like vintage or whatever that it just like it calcifies in the armpits?
Oh,
No,
God.
all my white shirts.
No.
And I do like they're.
I know
my
you
white
know
shirts
what I
are
mean.
gross. Yeah, all my white shirts.
I've
look
had like the yellow. It's a yellow.
Yeah,
from
I get the yellow.
antiperspirant, but never the.
It looks like
never
It happens
I
with
hugged-
heavier, like yellow is whatever. That's with thin white t-shirts.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like vintage, almost gilded, like kind of rough as it is.
Yeah,
Shirts and
that
then
happens.
You put on deodorant, eventually the deodorant and the sweat transfers onto the shirt, and it just becomes hard and discolored no matter how much you wash it.
Yeah. I have a couple of shirts that are like that, and they're all like band shirts or something. They're all
Always.
like fucking.
Well, Robbie Slowick yesterday, he's wearing like I would describe his fashion now as like Miami chic, like or
Yeah.
like my '80s Miami, and he's
Yeah.
just like, I'm just sick of it. I'm going through a change. I'm throwing out all my old clothes. I'm doing a new. I'm doing a whole a repackage, a refresh. And I was
Love
like, that's
it.
exactly what I'm doing. I was getting rid of, I'm like going through, I'm like, I'm never wearing this again. I'm never wearing this again. I'm like taking all of these things out of the closet and then putting them away and then refilling them. Anytime I buy something new, I got to get rid of something old.
That's like the Marie
Konmari.
Kondo
Yeah,
thing.
Feeney, Konmari. Same thing.
Konmari, yeah.
That's why Feeney just is like, this doesn't go with a mustache.
Most of
This
it
doesn't bring me joy. He's pushing Erica out.
Yeah. Most of it's gone.
But I think if we all became like multi-millionaires, I think I would get you a diamond fucking thing with like a crew's face.
What do you think? You're dressing me?
I would just get you for like your birthday.
But a birthday gift for who? What do you?
For
That's
you.
like getting your wife a bowling ball. You're hoping she gives it back. What do you want to wear my son
I don't
on your
want
neck?
to wear your son's face on my body.
Who does?
You do.
Why? Why would I want to?
Because you love him? I
A
thought?
crystal, a diamond enshrined pedophile beacon.
It's
around
your
my-
son.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not
Anybody goes, hey, are you a
advertising him to be
pedophile? You go,
sold.
that's my son. They go, oh, very cute. You love him.
No.
I think he's got you there.
You wouldn't.
It would have to be a closed locket.
What
I don't want
the
to show his
fuck,
face
dude?
to strangers.
All right, fine. Then I'm getting Feeney a fucking diamond one with Jeet's face on it.
Love it. I'll take it.
That is better. It's a dog. Nobody rapes dogs.
Well, that's
You've never been to Scandinavia.
Or Syosset.
or this room right now. All right, here's another fucking question. Oops. Here's another question from Muthani, and then his last question: longest road trip time or distance that you've ever been on?
Not exactly hypothetical, but I will.
I guess it's just a
The
question.
longest one I've ever did was New York, Long Island, Eastern Long Island to Florida, which was 18 and a half hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this just driving?
Yeah.
Just driving. And that to me was such a thing where we were like, and I've told this before, but all of my friends in between like semesters of college, we were like, we're gonna all reunite, do a road trip, hang out at my mom's house down in Florida. Let's all drive together. And then we left at like 4 a.m, and we're like, yeah. And then like an hour later, we're just all on our phones, bored for the
Yeah,
next
like
17
swingers.
hours. It just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the longest I've ever on when me and Racine did a college in West Virginia, and that was like 7 hours there,
Yeah,
7
that's a
hours
tough
back.
I
Fun.
did that. I did Pittsburgh in a night, like 8 hours there and then 8 hours back. I didn't drive. I was shit-faced on
Who
the
were you
way
with?
home. I think I was with like Billy Procida, Josh, Josh from Ben and Josh. Why am I forgetting
Wesson.
Josh Wesson, and Adam Lucidi. It was like such a mishmash of
What a fun crew.
of
Pittsburgh.
do they do it
so
anymore?
far away.
Like anybody but me?
Both.
But that was bad. I did. I mean, I've talked about the trip my father and I took from New York to Indiana to pick up my sister after her freshman year of college, which I forced him to listen to Dr. Dre's Chronic 2001, the entire 13 and a half hour drive.
Let's get high.
Hi. It's like, all right, white son. But then I did my college, we did 10 or 11 hours on a bus to North Carolina and then back.
Yeah.
And then I also did, there was another really shit one. Oh, the flight. I mean, my honeymoon flight was like 26 hours. It was out to Qatar, to Bali, back. I mean, that was,
wow, yeah.
that was a long ass motherfucking time to be in a seat.
God.
Yeah,
So
when I went to
funny.
Ireland, we had that. Not Ireland, Portugal. We booked like a cheap flight, and it transferred in Germany. So it was like 8.5 hours to Germany, and then like 3 hours back the other way towards Portugal.
Yeah.
We were like this to this, which
Makes a transfer.
is not worth saving the $500. I'll tell you that.
You did this to this. It's one of the legs to the swastika.
When I went to Ireland.
I mean, any zigzag, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You just go like this, and you're like, you have started making a swastika with the one line.
That's right.
Yes,
Joke work.
zigzags are illegal in Germany.
You can't even draw an
You're
X.
getting very close to being in jail.
X used to mark the spot. Now it's a circle.
I can't do a German accent. I don't know how.
I can't really either. I just
No,
have
that was
fun with
good.
my mouth.
Can you?
You both stopped and then looked at me as if to be like, the floor is yours.
Yeah, can you?
Not really. I can. I'm trying to think of what to say. I need something to say. What did you just say? I'll just say the thing you said.
Nine!
Yeah, you could
yeah.
do that. One word. German's good because they're like, it's very staccato, but they talk very quiet, and then they come in, and they get very loud, and then they do that.
It's close. It's very close. All right, this next
Nothing
question.
like the guy who admits he can't do it, then critiquing other people's.
sucks.
Why can't you admit? Why can't you admit that you're not good at something and then also
I just
critique
said not
someone's-
really, and then I didn't need your critique. I already self-assessed before I did it.
All right, that was my second.
That's like if Papa Doc came out and was like, "Yeah, you're white and your mom's a whore," and they're like, "Yeah, we heard him.
We just said that.
We just heard him say that,
said it.
and we jumped you."
What if he had a good line for it? What if he went, "Yeah, you are white, and I fucking fucked your mama." Hey.
But then they would have, you said a good line.
And then he went like that.
I thought it was a good line he was going to say.
I'm more of a writer.
Are you?
Give me some time.
I'm more of a dreamer.
Yeah.
I'm more of a lay back and picture the lifestyle.
I'm more of a sayer.
Yeah. I'm all.
I mean, aren't we
That's
all?
a new,
Isn't
that's
this?
a new
Yes.
T-shirt.
all
More of
we're
a,
doing is saying.
This is comics who are too lazy for writers' packets.
this is yeah.
That's what
Yep.
podcasting
This is the new
Yep.
T-shirt. More of a sayer than a player. That's it.
I'm not a player, but I say a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
Next question.
Next question.
What's the scenario?
Here's the scenario. This comes from Northern Nature Guy. What?
What?
He tried to isolate me away from you.
eyed you. I eyed him down because I'm following the here's the scenario thing that we all agreed on.
Right.
I didn't agree to that. I don't like the
It seems
call and
weird to
response.
not agree to it.
Yeah, well, it sounds
You don't like
us.
the call and response?
Yeah. I don't.
Wait, what?
What's the scenario? Here's the scenario.
We don't have to say what's the scenario, but him saying here's the scenario.
Yeah, you don't have to say what's the scenario.
We only do it if the person doesn't say it. Then it's a cue.
Yes, I'm just saying, people are coming up to me, hey, great, what's the scenario? And I go, it's actually here's the scenario.
Yeah, if anything,
So we're trying to kind of ingrain.
Yeah.
it's a
I
marketing.
was on Alonzo Bowden's radio show, and he said the podcast wrong 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He just said the scenario, and I was like, I'm sure if you type
Man,
it in.
even that would have been great.
Yeah, the scenario. He
No,
called
just
it.
the scenario would be a great
I'm sure that's
podcast.
something.
Yeah. I don't think so. I like our name.
Me too. I just want other people to remember it.
Yeah. If you could delete one category of podcast from existence and make them illegal to produce in the future, what would it be?
Category. I think those. I'm done with those true crime things. Let's get those out of here. All the low talking, and then
Yeah,
when
the
I
true
went to
crime
the
shit.
penitentiary, I was surprised to find out that maybe he had not seen the murder weapon at all. But how could he not have if he was the murderer? And then it's like, cling, 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 cling,
Yeah,
cling,
it's like
and then they do like
Serial.
little interstitial movies,
It takes
which
a
I
whole
never
season
listened
to even answer the question.
I never
and it
listened
never
to it.
gets answered.
because there is no answer.
There is no answer.
Mm.
The answer to every true crime is mostly we don't know. And we still don't know. But here's the evidence.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What would you guys get rid of?
What do you say?
Nazi podcasts.
Yeah.
Legion of Skanks.
You erase them.
Yeah, get them out of here.
And we'll have them as guests on our shows. That's
Yeah.
the only place you can find them.
Fucking pump the numbers up. Chris.
You know what I would get rid of is big corporations' conspiracy podcasts. Not conspiracy podcasts. I'm talking like Viacom doing a show on conspiracy and all cutesy, and everyone is about the moon landing or some other bullshit that who gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sick and goddamn tired of running over the same 3 conspiracy podcasts and acting, or conspiracy theories and acting like you're doing it. You know what I mean? Conspiracy is like an interesting psychotic thing to dive into.
Yeah.
And if you want to, by all means, feel free. I did it for 3 years. But what troubles me the most is how many like true TV, I've been brought in as an expert or a comedian or whatever, and they're
Yeah.
like JFK. Go. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah,
this
that's so
isn't interesting.
hack.
Nobody cares. It's the same show over and over. It's like, why don't you blow us out of the water and be like Sandy Hook? Can that many kids' bodies stack in a closet?
Yeah, they would never touch that.
No.
But there will be true crime podcasts in like 50 years that are like Sandy Hook, go.
Well, I think all the Alex Jones and like a bunch of those people are getting legitimately sued now
As they should.
Yeah, well, they should because it goes beyond questioning and it goes into targeted harassment.
It was the loudest bell in the fucking world.
Nothing worse than a long, sustained buzzer.
Long buzzer.
Have you ever come to anybody's apartment and they have a buzzer where you press it in and you hold it down for more than a second?
I looked over at
Public
Feeney.
execution should be on the table.
I do it a lot. I hold it for at least a minute. If you're in the shower.
I literally only do it as long as the Mission Impossible
Why do
thing
you
is.
assume they're in the shower?
Everybody's always showering in my book.
Yeah.
If they don't answer, then I understand the second long one. But the first one should always be like a, sorry.
Yeah. But bling. If it's too fast, though, that's stupid. You have to do
1
this,
second.
This is as fast as it goes. Ding, 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 ding. That's it.
That was long.
That was long.
No.
Dude.
Okay.
Should we all go outside and
Yeah.
ring the bell?
That nobody else heard.
But if it was just ding, there was something I was gonna fucking say to you about this
What's
whole
the next
thing.
question?
Fuck. You know what I would get rid of? Which podcast? I listened to like an hour of Bill Simmons talking about hardball, and I was like, I could have gotten my life back. I could have
Just that one episode of
Yeah.
Rewatchables.
Yeah, of the
Yeah.
rewatchables. Not a great episode, to be honest.
I
and I loved
didn't-
hardball.
Oh.
Anyway, this one comes from Jan Armstrong, and they say. He says, thank you for reading my question on this week's episode. So now we have nothing. No, I'm just kidding. We have the big book of GIF.
Of Quiff.
Of queefs.
Thank you very much, everybody, for
Yeah.
listening to the pod. For all things podcast, go to here'sthescenario.com. You got the link to iTunes, YouTube, anywhere you can stream podcasts can be found in the body description of the most recent episode at the top of the website. So here'sthescenario.com. That links you to the Patreon. We have 2 bonus episodes that we do per week, both audio or video. We shoot them at different places in New York City. Shot them in Washington Square Park, also known as Dante's Inferno. We shot it over on the West Side Highway Park. It's been really cool. You know, we interact with some people as they walk by. Some tour guide weirdo jumped in. It was really great. And all of our bonus individual content also goes up there. Mike Takes Edibles goes up there early. Feeney's about to launch a solo pod that's going to go up there early. Sagalow is doing some hip-hops.
I'm doing some hip-hops.
Some hip-hops that are coming out early. Very excited for all of that. And yeah, we're super pumped about what we're creating here. And then all of us individually and sometimes collectively are going on the road. My dates can be found at MikeCannonComedy.com. September 25th, I'll be in Fairfield, Connecticut for 2 shows at Fairfield Comedy Club. And then October 8th through the 11th, Sagalow and I are doing a Minotaur mini tour.
Hell yeah.
Just because it sounds similar. And we're going through Columbus, Ohio to McHenry, Illinois, all the way to Chicago. And it's going to be super fun. We're doing a ton of shows. We have a limited edition t-shirt that might knock the cock off of any band t-shirt I've ever seen in my life.
Hell yeah.
As designed by our lovely producer, I almost said publisher, Nicole, Not My Wife Lyons, and it's just fantastic. I'm super pumped. We got 50 of them that we're selling on the road. We might sell 1, we might sell 130. It's going to be great.
I love that Nicole's nickname whenever you're talking is Not My Wife.
Not my wife, Lion.
Not My Wife Lyons.
September
Am I lying?
September 24th, I'll be headlining 2 roads in Stratford, Connecticut, and then on the 25th, I'm in Colchester, Connecticut, headlining that. So go to MikeFeeneyComedy.com and grab tickets, and then go to my Twitch, twitch.tv/NYFreshmaker. We're having so much fun on there. We're
Hell
streaming
yeah.
multiple days a week
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
and
me
it's
too.
it's a real fun little community we're building over there. So
I had a
that out.
moment where I wasn't going on, and now I have complete FOMO every time I see you on and I want to play. So also follow me on Twitch, Sags2Riches. And also October 22nd, I will be headlining BJ Ryan. So if you would like to come out to that in Connecticut, I would love to see you. Please. Also come see us in the city. Who cares?
You're like the dog that tries to run through the invisible fence 5 times in a row.
What the fuck does that mean?
Everybody knows.
you know,
What does that mean? You know what that means?
yeah.
He knows exactly what
Yeah.
that means.
There's nobody who knows what that means more than me after that whole unpleasantness with everybody that you know personally and respect as friends and comedians.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
you have a scab all over your body.
Where?
That's what you're being. Ah.
You think I'm being a scab?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, let's get to another question.
I won't feel bad though if something happens. I'll tell you that.
Man, I just watched the wheels dun 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 and just twisting Sagalow's head of sadness.
Yeah, it's already kind of off to a bad start because
Let's get into it
because
we gotta close the book and let's open a new one.
book's getting
Because
Move
this is
that over
now this is
It was
a,
2 shows, now a half a
this
one.
is a segment.
it was
this is a
on-
segment of our show called "Who's Right and Who's Wrong" with Mike and Brendan.
Or are we talking about? Hold on, I'm gonna say one thing about it. They already changed the day. It was supposed to be Saturday. Now it's Friday, so it's already like.
Oh,
Oh, weird. That doesn't seem solid at all.
That's okay.
Is it?
just buy tickets and know that there's just look up the refund policy.
Yeah.
before
Don't
the-
drive
Well,
from
let's
anywhere
not do
far.
this. Okay, I still want the show to happen.
No, we do too.
We're
but-
saying make sure there's a way to get their money back if in case they cancel it last minute, like they've done 4 to 6 times with all of your closest friends. But now,
All right, here's the thing that me and Feeney were talking about on the train. Who's right? Who's wrong? Is there gray? What the fuck? I'm saying we're both wrong.
About
Okay?
that's
No. But Feeney is taking no responsibility, and I'll tell you. I'm just gonna lay it all on the table.
Sure.
So unemployment has stopped.
Yes.
Feeney,
No more chains.
a week. Yeah,
no more chains.
a week ago, I text Brendan and I go, "Oh my god, I see unemployment's ending. I thought there would still be another week."
And I said, yeah, they actually let us know like a week ago.
Oh, you. He went, "Yeah, man. They told us weeks ago."
No,
is what he texted
I said that,
back.
but he's hearing that.
Uh-huh.
I
just
said
said,
that
yeah, man,
though.
they're-
You hear that part? I said that, but he's hearing that because you said that. So that's why I heard it because
Yeah,
you said it.
But just because I said something doesn't mean
Just
you have
because I said something using the words you read doesn't
said-
mean that
I
it
said-
came off the way I said it.
No, he's only. That's true. That's true, though. That's true. I said, yeah, man, they told us like a week ago or something. It was very like casual conversation.
I think you threw
Just
it
because-
weeks ago.
Just because Feeney is taking it like I'm being cunty doesn't mean I'm actually being cunty.
If there's anybody who could understand cuntiness more, don't you think
nuance
I'd be able to? Yeah.
Well, I wasn't. What would make? Why would I be cunty about this?
We ask that a lot.
I think
Look at this.
all
He
of us, I think.
He goes. First, he wrote back, "Yep." Then he wrote,
What time was this?
Saturday.
At
He
what
goes,
time?
4:40.
Okay, 4:40.
Oh,
right,
smack dab
right
in the middle of the day.
in the middle of the day.
He goes, "Yep." Now we died. Last chapter of our story. I go, "I thought there was one more week." He goes, "Nah, man. They sent that email out like a week ago."
That's just casual conversation.
But you burst sent it too.
I'm on your side now.
But he
That
burst
wasn't what
sent
you
it.
said.
Yeah.
Oh, you burst sent
He
it?
burst
Take a
sent
look.
it. Look,
Take a look.
see?
Slammed?
No, I was just like,
He slammed.
Oh, no. Oh, you ever do that? You ever send something with an effect and you're like, gay, and it just slams onto the... I do that all the time.
so that happens, whatever. We're all crying because the unemployment's ending. I get on the
We're not
train.
I'm shocked you guys
We're
have
not
still
crying.
been-
It's more just been like,
collective.
"Oh, that's a bummer."
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
So we get on the train, and Feeney goes.
Today.
Feeney thought that last weekend wasn't going to. It ended before last Sunday when you claim unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought too. Feeney gets on the train and goes, "Oh man, I am so happy that."
Not what I
Oh
said.
man,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that I got my unemployment.
I said, "Oh, I go, you remember what?" I go, "Turns out there was an extra week. I was able to get one more week of it."
This is what I said. Why wouldn't you tell me?
And then proceeds to
Because
yell.
of your message.
Well, there's that. But also, Brendan proceeds to blame me for him not having. "Why wouldn't you text me? Why wouldn't you text me about it?" And I go, "Why
All
is
right,
it?"
they should have sent you an email.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a week ago.
Yeah, but you know that we
Why is
we
it
had
my
an issue
responsibility
because this is
to
what it's not your
to worry
responsi-
about his finances?
It's your responsibility as my friend to go
to worry about your
to
finances.
Go, hey, I know.
Losing them. You're losing them.
I'm losing.
Hurry.
Shit, fuck.
Hurry.
Would you rather? No. This is what I said to Feeney.
Would you rather watch your friend financially suffer or tell
If
him
I knew
necessary information?
that there was a pair of like Jordan whatever 6s that I knew that fucking Feeney would like. I don't know what.
This analogy.
If there were Air Maxes that were like really nice.
I wear Air Max.
Okay, fine. if there were Air Maxes that are really nice, that were $20 when normally they're like $100, I would text Feeney and I would go, bro, they got those Air Maxes at blah, blah, blah. I would
And
tell
he'd be
you.
like, yeah, I saw that a week ago.
Doesn't matter.
In an email.
Whatever to this joke.
That analogy sucks.
Yeah.
doesn't
So
suck.
it's not
It
my
doesn't
responsibility to worry about if you. I also
I'm your
had other
friend.
things
I'm
going
your
on.
best
Here's the thing:
friend.
is he okay? It's you could win me with this argument, but you're failing.
How would
at
you
presenting a
do
good
this?
idea.
No,
It's
don't.
because you're not wrong that you don't have to. You didn't
And then
have
also,
to.
I was doing
hang
other
on, hang
stuff.
on. Let me
Oh.
speak for him because you're not
My
wrong.
lawyer?
Your responsibility is not to Brendan. However,
Yes.
if that conversation was had recently, as a friend, it would be a nice tip-off to be like, hey, just a heads up, there actually was another week, even though you
Correct.
were completely cunty to me and don't necessarily deserve this
I wasn't
type of
completely
warning.
Correct.
cunty to him, though.
Correct.
I was just
But
You're
had-
disagreeing with your motherfucking lawyer who is advocating on your behalf.
Your Honor,
You're right.
I would like
No,
to.
exonerated of all charges. New best friend.
Correcting, yeah. And had it been the same day, I absolutely would have been. But this wasn't even time had passed.
Like a 36 hours
You don't.
later.
You owe me money.
That's what he said on the
Split
train.
it.
He was
Split
like,
your PUA.
Split the money. Give it
Split
to
it.
me.
and he goes, "You don't think I could get it now?" He goes, "What? Fuck! I wish I didn't know this to start my day. My whole day's ruined. Why'd you tell me this?"
3:15 p.m.
It's all I can do is think about it.
But whose fault?
All I'm
Nicole,
seeing,
what do you
all I'm
think?
seeing is just, would you unemployment?
Nicole, what do you think of this?
Everybody should talk.
I feel like you should have told him.
This is how we do it. Oh.
But at what point do I have to stop letting the baby bird and
It's
let
not
him
a
fly?
baby bird thing.
Well, we
Keep
do
saying
feel
it's
like we
an
take
adult
care
thing.
of
You know what
you.
an adult?
He's saying
We
I'm
do
not
look
speaking on
after
this.
you.
I'm
What are you
not speaking.
talking about?
We look
Well,
after
you're more,
your well-being.
You're in the
You're more. You're more. Is it
Well,
like
you guys live in the same area.
You don't look after me. We're friends, okay?
friends look after
I
friends?
almost dropped. I'm getting real sweaty.
Friends look
friends
after
do
friends.
look after friends, and I look after you guys too.
Mhm.
Every time somebody goes, that guy's a hack. He's not funny. Old.
You go. Please stop
I go-
talking about me like that. All right, we're
All
getting
right.
at
This
that.
is fucking hilarious.
What
What
that's,
is- I
that's
think-
a new segment every week.
Infighting?
Right
Who's
or
right?
wrong.
Who's
Yeah,
wrong?
who's right? Who's wrong?
Another great name for a podcast.
We're all wrong. Would have been the. Oh,
Damn.
my God. We really do have the best show. Tell your friends.
Yeah, and now that we're off unemployment,
Yeah.
Months ago, I thought we had to be.
You might be owed $10,000.
No, not even. No, because I've been on the road and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right.
All the money that I make, I can. Well, let's not talk about that.
Patreon.com/scenariopod.
Please help us out. All right. If you could have been the vice president to any American president, which president would you choose? I would say Obama, man.
I mean, because anybody could have done it, obviously.
Anybody could have done it. And
Joe well just had to.
yeah.
And then he got
Exactly.
elected president just off the strength of being that guy's vice
Yeah.
president.
Yeah. And he knows.
He
I would
is-
like to talk to that
He
guy.
is a true Manchurian candidate, that Joe Biden.
I would like to be like, do you know that you're just kind of like a filler?
He faux show knows.
He's like, all right, well, see you in 4
Come on, man.
years.
yeah,
What do you mean, man?
Come on, man.
Yeah. Hey, man.
it's getting old.
He is getting old.
Stiff breeze is going to blow him straight off a mountain. It's going to be funny. Right on the campaign trail, he's going to be doing like a speech in front of the Grand Canyon and be like, and the best part about Arizonians.
I don't think
He really
can
is
run,
Abe
He's not
Simpson.
going to run for a second thing, is he?
He can barely walk for a second one. What's up, dude?
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, that was one of those water balloons that burst as soon as you let it
Yeah,
go.
the one where you're like,
Oh,
and you
it
cover
sucked.
yourself.
I would love to get in a water balloon fight.
We'll film it for the
Patreon.com.
Patreon.
Nude water bottle fight.
Water bottle?
Yeah, we just shove it up each other's
Just
ass.
throw water bottles
Yeah.
at each other.
Full,
Did you ever-
painful water bottles?
Did you? I don't know if you guys had this near where you grew up, but we had crab apples. Did you ever have those? They're like tiny little fucking,
Yeah.
almost looked like walnuts, but
Yeah.
they were apples.
Yeah.
And you'd throw it, and it would sting.
Explode,
No,
right?
it was hard. It would sting like a fucking musket ball. And every parent had the story about how their best friend got a crab apple to the eye and he can't see or whatever. And it just never stopped anybody from doing it.
Did you get hit with so many you turned into a little crab apple?
Crabby apple. Crabby apple.
We used to have those little like red berries that were on bushes that like if they had like such a thin layer of
Yeah.
skin you could move them away and they would stick to your clothes and just stain and
my
ruin them. You remember those?
Yeah.
Just accidentally lick your tongue and die.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah,
tripping
they
out
weren't
when you're
edible. They
6.
certainly weren't edible.
No. You didn't want to eat them.
Why did you show just your lower teeth?
Yeah, why did you just
What was
English
that?
bulldog yourself?
Right.
You really are a genetically modified man. There's no
Thank
way
you.
2 people had sex to have you. They had,
Yeah,
to,
if
they had
you-
to baste your mom.
Yeah. My dad was a wolf. What about you? What president would you rather be a vice president for? The
feel
first
like-
president? George
I was gonna say I
Washington?
feel like George Washington's great because you don't have to do any because there's no precedent.
Yeah, but there was probably the most work to do because you
Yeah.
had to construct.
They
the
thought
country.
you were president too.
No, they didn't. Who was George Washington's vice president?
Abe Froman,
Abe
Yeah.
Froman.
the
Everybody knows.
sausage king of Chicago.
Yeah. There's no way to
Ferris
like,
Bueller's Day Off.
yeah. There's no way to like, there was no, even someone's like, hey, this is your job. You should be doing this. I go, not me. It's the president's job. And they go, all right, probably.
Yeah.
they go,
Yeah. You go, hey, I'm just here to say hi.
But they
Yeah.
loved quills and parchments. They probably had all that written out, or you had to write it. You had to write.
No,
your own duty.
that was like Jefferson and Adams and all those guys. They were the ones that
No, they were the
quill writing
Constitution.
guys.
You had to take ownership of your position.
I bet
in
the vice president of George Washington, I bet that sucked. I bet he was like, anything that I don't want to do, you're fucking doing.
No, but he wasn't that. They were too busy. Like they were like fighting a war. It wasn't peace times.
I wonder if he went- Did he go through several, Nicole? Was there a vice president? There was.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Was there a secretary of state? Wow.
Wow.
Pretty cool, man. It was John Adams. I knew
History
that.
is cool.
Some of it.
I mean, the history as a whole is very cool,
Sure.
but there's a lot of it that is not cool.
It is weird that, like, as an adult, I've since grown interest in. I mean, it's Nicole. Just take it. Laughing at the absurdity.
Of me going,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
it's
it.
pretty. It's very cool. A lot of stuff has happened.
But some of it, not so cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even that is cool because then you learn from it
Yeah.
and become our current selves.
Some of it is not so gnarly.
And Nazi gnarly.
Yeah. Nice. All right, here's another question. If you could unknow one thing you know, what would it be?
Your name.
Of course.
I would assume you would pick
all
what Brendan's
of that.
asshole looks like.
No, that doesn't bother me. It
I
never-
forgot that we
it
even did that.
Never comes up in my brain. Never once.
I'm not even. If somebody asked me, "Have you ever shown your asshole to someone?" I would go, "No." Oh,
It had
I would
zero
go, yeah, I guess
impact.
but it is on the Tron if you want to see it.
Yeah.
not my
Not
asshole.
your asshole, my reaction to
Yeah.
said asshole.
Where's that picture?
What?
That you
Of
took-
my butthole.
Of his butthole?
that you grabbed?
Oh, that's
in
in, my
his-
phone.
it's in his
yeah,
favorites
It's in my
folder.
phone. I have both the far one, the natural, and then I cropped it in, and it's just it's
a lot of
mess.
people have. It's not a mess.
It is a mess. It looks like
It's
a
not a mess.
softly drawn Mr. Peanut.
It's not
I've
a
never
mess.
seen anything quite like it.
It's not a mess.
It's like a
I'm
cigarette.
sure. I'm sure
drawn.
your asshole stinks.
Yeah, of course it does. I've never been
This
shy
is
of
the
that.
problem with you. It's that everything.
That would have been a good name for a
Great
podcast.
name.
This is the problem with you.
Is it too late? Is it taken? Now, there is just no
Yeah.
way. There you go. There's
Yeah.
a softly drawn Mr. Peanut.
That's exactly what it looks like, except blood red.
Can we bring up my asshole?
no.
It's not blood
Why is
red.
It
blood
was.
red?
It's not red.
No,
man.
you're
Like
right.
a
Neither are your
baboon's ass?
I
cheeks.
take care of.
Neither are your cheeks.
My cheeks aren't red either.
Right now?
Yeah. Okay.
No, get out of here. Oh. This
Oh.
is this is assault because Nicole's here.
Oh, sorry, Nicole.
That's all right. I didn't mind it.
You have to ask permission.
Didn't mind it.
Dude, your ass has like red constellation of stars on it.
There are a lot of pimpies.
Yo, there is the
You have butt acne?
there's
I don't
the
have butt
big-
acne.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Right now, I have a couple
truly
of
beg to
pimples.
differ.
Yeah, because I eat McDonald's with my asshole.
It's just a greasy mac right up the shitter.
All right. What would you like to unknow? What my butt
we can
looks like?
keep that, right?
Are we allowed to put that up?
It actually barely showed.
Yeah, it was just
Just a long, flat surface with a crack.
Dude, your
My ass
really-
is
your
not that
ass-
flat.
your it's the flat.
I thought it was flat.
Your ass looks like Rocky Balboa's swollen eye. Like it's that.
I didn't hear a bell. Yeah, my butt. I do the Ace Ventura thing. I didn't hear a bell.
I didn't hear no bell.
Unknow.
I didn't get any smell.
I didn't hear no smell.
It's fun on so
That's
many
the name of
levels.
the
Yeah.
episode. I didn't hear no smell.
What?
New podcast.
What would I unknow? I guess like the idea of algorithms, I guess, would be a good thing to unknow. Is just because it's like now we know it and we're trying to adhere to it and nothing's changing. So now it's just making things worse.
Yeah.
It just is like a
Becoming prisoner to it.
yeah.
To having to put something up at 3 and then at 6. You know, fucking stinks.
Yeah,
What would you
Alright.
unknow? I would unknow what I just saw.
this moment.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't want to unknow anything because everything I know
Oh
makes
my
me who I am today.
God, dude. I wish. Do you know what I wish? I wish I had
I wish.
at my ready at all times a fucking blow dart that I could just pull out and go right into his neck.
I would like a pistol, a super soaker, just like a like that. Yeah.
Oh, like a little cat thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brett
Yeah,
Hart-
yeah, spray
Hart-
bottle. I need a spray bottle for Brendan.
Set to
Yeah, put some
sharp.
purple Fanta in that. I love it.
I'm bringing you a spray bottle next week.
Don't bring a spray bottle.
I'm gonna do 2 bottles.
Cool. Then I'll bring a fucking
guarantee
spray
you
bottle.
You'll never
guarantee
remember,
you.
and then when you don't remember, you'll be like, "Why wouldn't you remind me? It's your responsibility to have my day
Well,
around
this
your day."
I wouldn't accuse you I wouldn't be mad at you for not reminding me because that makes sense. But when it comes to money, you know, and you can help a friend,
But it makes sense when you realize
I
the
don't
power
know.
structure is built off of Feeney feeling superior.
Yeah.
so true.
If not that, what do I
That's
have?
So true.
Besides my unemployment,
He had it-
which I did get. by
He
the way.
had a text ready. And
I took a
and then you
screenshot of
deleted
me
it.
going
and
to send
went,
the
when are
text.
you gonna get that computer?
Yeah. Heard you're $400 short. Did Ian write back?
No, he didn't write back.
Ian's got a brand new
Ian Finance.
streamable, like ready to go computer sitting in the brown box it came in for the last over 2 months. And he's not using it because he's too busy, posting Instagram stories with his girlfriend. And he's in love. He's having a good
in
time.
love.
So, but Brendan, meanwhile, is like jonesing to get a computer, and Ian just has one in a box at the ready, just 3 plugs and 2 wires away from full-on friendship, which is
All he has to do is, I'll buy
and
it.
Brendan will buy it
I will buy it
for the full cost of it, for the price of it.
Oh,
and
Yeah, I'd have to.
It would be a
owe
payment
him.
plan.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be.
Layaway?
I am just. I'm waiting for a specific.
Wow, it's weird
check
that
to
he
come
hasn't jumped at that opportunity to be owed money.
Well, I texted him and I said, "Hey, do you still have that PC? Do you use it?" And he didn't write back at all. And then today I sent him a GIF that me and Feeney like from Elf of the who
you
was
like it too.
yeah you like it
Days
too.
on Love.
Not anymore. I didn't know that was yours and Feeney's.
No, it's my thing. I've sent that
Well-
to everybody forever.
Well, we kind of did it together, but yeah, if you want it to be your thing,
You asked
Cut your
me, you
friends out.
begged me to send it to you.
Beg?
You go, can
Did
you
I
send that
beg?
one to me? I love that one. I want to send it to Ian. I know it's yours, but for this one time, could I please?
Nothing is
I didn't
ever
say
what it
that.
is with you.
No, it's nothing is ever what it is with him
ever
either.
what
No,
it is.
Nothing's ever what it is. Nothing's ever what it is. Nothing's ever what it is.
I mean, who are you?
My name is Rodrigo.
You are a pink glacier. Only a little bit is visible and everything else is underwater.
I fucking love that shit.
I didn't know where you were going with that, but I
Pretty good.
loved it.
I mean, come on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. You don't know me.
You don't know me.
Okay, here's another question.
Oh.
We have two more.
Two more questions.
Here's the for everything podcast. Subscribe on iTunes.
Yeah.
Write us a review.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody dropping in the YouTube and writing comments and help generating the algo and pushing our shit out there. We appreciate you. We see you. We love you. The other ones we won't comment on. And patreon.com/scenario pod. See us live. We are 3 really, really good stand-up comedians, and
I
you
agree.
need to see us all live. It's a fantastic experience, and we're just
Here's the thing too, and we've definitely described this before, but it really is the case where, as great as Rage Against the Routine and Life Begins and Not Now More Than Ever, and all of our specials are and everything.
I was about to call it Rooftop Bonanza.
I should have called it that. I should have called it Rooftop Bonanza.
And as much as you might enjoy those and love those and everything, there is no substitute for live comedy. So as much as it might make you laugh, and we hope that it does and that you love it, being in that room, it's at least 50% better.
And it's brand new.
Yeah.
It's all new shit.
Yeah, we're
For
doing
some
all
of us.
new shit, and we're going to places within
we've
the next
never
couple of months that we've never been, and probably aren't going to go till next year or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, the
So-
last time I was in Chicago, I had 100% of a different act.
Yeah.
So come out. I know we have a ton of
I've
Chicago
never been to
listeners.
Chicago.
Brendan has never been. We're going
Chicago.
to shove a
That's crazy.
Chevelle up our shitters.
You should.
Have you been there, Lucas? You've never been to
Fuck yeah.
Chicago? I mean, this is
It's going to be the best. It's going to be the best.
Of
We're
a
going to be in
trip.
Ohio. We're also
Can you
doing.
meet us out there?
When is it?
The 10th and 11th
Yeah.
of October, Chicago.
Okay.
Be fun. And we're also all doing Skankfest, and we're going to be in Texas.
Oh, yeah. It's
So
gonna be great.
fuck.
I'm going to Joel Osteen on the Sunday.
Cool.
For sure.
How much are
Doing
tickets to that?
0 free.
Let's
One of the few,
go.
but apparently it's like mostly he comes out and like waves his porcelain teeth for 3 seconds, and then his dumb wife and mother say some shit,
It
and then
sucks.
he just is counting money in the back
Who
while
was-
people are fake. slaves.
Alex was going with you at the time, right?
Who?
When it was last year. Alex
Alex who?
from Irish Goodbye.
I don't know who that is.
Gotcha. Nice.
Great. All right, here's the question. If you could have one entire country depopulated as your own private property, which country would you take as your own?
Israel.
That would be hilarious. Just be like, yeah, this is all mine.
Mine sees. I
Everybody's-
want to be back for when Christ comes back.
Yeah, you're basically the dad coming in when two siblings are
Oh,
fighting.
I said it on Rosh Hashanah too. What a piece of shit.
Is it Rosh Hashanah right now?
Yesterday was.
And
Yeah.
today. Today's the last day,
Ah.
right? Yeah, look at me.
I would say, even though initially I was going to be like Italy, but then with Italy,
Italy's great.
yeah,
Italy.
but what makes Italy great is the people that make all the food. Like if you have an empty country, a deserted, now the thing that draws me to Italy is no longer.
You can keep
Well, you could also
one
let-
70-year-old arthritic woman.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I would say though? Maybe like Thailand and just get
Oh,
like
with
all those
boys.
crazy beaches. No,
Yeah.
it's depopulated. There's nobody there.
Yeah, but maybe
There's
the
no
bodies
boys.
of the boys are
The
still
bodies of
laying
the boys.
around, still warm.
The bodies.
Let the bodies hit the flow. That's a great answer. All of these answers, it's like, if it's depopulated, then what's the fucking point?
The point is you can bring your friends and family and just set up shop in a complete country by yourself.
Then I'm going to take America, and I'm going to be.
It's very big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where would you live? What state?
I don't know. Maybe I'll set some. I'll have different places. I'd like the frontier, maybe.
Okay.
You know, those big mountain ranges.
Yeah.
You know, be like little Fievel.
God, I would pay money to see like an episode. You know the episode of The Office where Michael goes into
Survivor
the woods,
Man?
Survivor Man. I would pay legitimate money for you to go out into the wherever
Frontier.
just isolated frontier by yourself with a tripod. And
fucking
camera.
coyotes and
Dude,
shit.
that
I'm like shaking.
Needs to happen, even if it's
I
not the
don't- I
frontier,
don't
even
know,
if it's
man.
just Rockland.
That's
and you're
like,
in
I was
the
gonna
woods.
say that'd be like assisted suicide within hours.
Yeah, but we'd watch from afar with binocs.
I would leave. I'd be like, yeah, let's
We
get
wouldn't let
everything
you.
done. And
We'd
then
blow dart you and
Every time I try to leave, fuck. Keep waking up in the middle of the forest.
Like-
What the hell?
Like live, die, repeat.
Yeah.
Oh, we could
Like
just
the
do
Edge of
that
Tomorrow.
camping trip, and then
Same
we'll take Brendan like 100 yards away, and then blindfold him, spin him 3 times, and see if he can make his way back.
I bet you could do that in Washington Square Park, and he couldn't find himself here.
What's happening here?
We've turned
What?
on you.
What the hell do you think of me? You think this guy's gonna be good out in the woods? Look at
We've
him.
been out in the woods.
Look at him.
Yeah,
Multiple
I've
times.
been out in the woods with Feeney. He's actually.
I've been out in the woods with both of you, except for you. I've been out in the woods with
So
Feeney.
right off the bat, you're a thing half wrong.
The woods.
You've gone camping. You've gone
The
camping.
woods. suck.
It's weird because you could live out there the longest without a fire.
Why?
Look at you.
Because I'm handsome.
Yeah, you can live off.
Bears will come up and
You
go.
can live off
"This guy's
handsome
too-"
proteins from your stomach.
Yeah, bears will run away hearing your stomach growling, think it's other bears.
Yeah, well, bears
their
will come
mom.
at you because they'll be like, I only eat gay guys, so.
I guess that's the show, everybody.
That's the show. We love it. It's patreon.com/scenariopod.
Here's the Scenario is Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon, and Brendan Sagalow. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcast. For more information about the show, visit here'sthescenario.com.
The scenario.